Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Debbie, and welcome back to my long form videos. It's been a hot minute since I did do a long form video, but I have been uploading some shorts, so I hope you're all enjoying those. Today, as you can tell by the title and also by the thumbnail, I passed my driving exam and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm no longer a TFL babe. Okay, I'm a driver. So if you're currently preparing for your exam or you simply just have an interest in my journey, then keep watching and let's get into it. So let's get straight into housekeeping rules. If you're not following or you're not subscribing to my channel, you can do that in the button down below, and also click the notification so you never miss an upload from me. Driving before in my mind was such a hard thing to grasp. I couldn't comprehend it. I didn't understand how people would get it, but I'm so thankful because listen, your girl did it. If I can do it, you definitely can do it. Everything is all in preparation. It is all in making sure that you have the tools that you need to succeed and to pass. I had a test exam at 7:03 a.m. Let me be honest with you, my mindset was all over the place. I couldn't sleep. I was just kept on overthinking things. I didn't want to miss my my alarm. I didn't want to miss a text message from my instructor because he was going to be here at 6:30 and we were going to go to the test center. I didn't even sleep fully. I didn't even get a good night's rest. I'll be honest. I did not get a good night's rest, and I think I woke up every hour till I just woke up at 5, and I was like, you know what, I'm just up. I'm up. No point. I started getting ready, and honestly, the first thing I did was I started praying. Listen, I started praying. Okay, I prayed, I worshipped. I just wanted to recalibrate my brain into just being calm. I just didn't want to think about the driving thing too much because it was the day. I had to get through it anyway. So no point of worrying too much. I have to go through it. So I was trying to do something else other than worry, and I was just getting ready, and then I just started looking at videos of past test routes. So obviously if you have already booked it, then you know where your test route is. Once you get your test center, not test route, then you should be able to find some test routes that have been taken through that test center. There's so many test routes, you may not get the one that you're gonna use. You never know because you don't know where they're gonna take you, but it is good to just have a little bit of some background knowledge in case you do find yourself on that test route that you've been looking at and you have an idea. You can know, oh, okay, I know this area, I've seen this in my videos, there's a roundabout coming up, I know what position I need to be in. If you don't, it's still helpful. It just kind of allows you to just get a sense of the area as well. Despite the tiredness, I just had to make sure that my mind was sound. Okay, I just had to make sure that, you know what, anxiety, move. I don't have time for you. I need to make sure that I've got a clear mind. And I honestly just kept saying to myself, listen, you've done everything you can to the best of your ability. There isn't anything that you've not done, so how are you gonna fail? Okay, I made sure I was on point. I was reading my show me tell me books. I was watching videos. I was paying attention with my instructor. I was trying to gain more understanding. If I didn't know something, I would ask him. If I still wasn't sure and I got home, I will go on YouTube and research, go on Google, understand what this means, understand what that means. I did everything to the best of my ability, so that's why I kept telling myself, you've done everything to the best of your ability. You will smash this. You're good. You've got this. Okay. I prayed over my examiner because you don't know the examiner. You always hear these stories, and I prayed over my examiner, and baby, let me tell you, okay, my examiner was heaven sent. She was amazing. She was talking to me. Let me not talk too much. This is my tips and tricks for you that I use that may help you. I'm not suggesting it will, but you could possibly take a thing or two from it. But me, personally, chef's kiss. Let's get down to the key factors that contributed to the success of my driving exam first time round. I looked on Google for really good driving schools, and the ones that were top rated was the one I went for. And the first driving instructor that I used, I did about 3 lessons with him. It wasn't given. Okay, I didn't like some of the things that he was doing. For example, he would be braking on my behalf, and I'm like, why are you braking? I need to brake. Let me know how to brake. Okay, assume I don't know anything about cars, let me know how to brake. I didn't like that, so I changed my driving instructor. If you are to change your instructor, change them very early on, because you want to have enough time, enough lessons with the same car that you're going to be using on your exam. So for me, it was good because I only had about 3 lessons with the first instructor. I continued the rest of my lessons and my exam with the current instructor that I had, that I passed. So you want to get used to the car. You don't want to be changing cars all the time, because you're not going to be comfortable, and you're not going to really know the car as well. Like if you're using manual like I did, you want to get used to the clutch. The clutch is very important. You want to get used to it. You want to know how it feels. You want to see like how much pressure you can use before it starts stalling, or so it doesn't stall, all of that. And it's really good to just know that early on. Even if you're using automatic, you want to know where drive, neutral, park is. You want to know where the parking brake is. Does it have a handbrake? Does it use a parking brake? You just want to know all these things early on, so that's not something that you're now thinking of on the day of your exam. It's your money at the end of the day, so make sure you are comfortable with your driving instructor. Get somebody. I've heard way too many stories that driving instructors are making people cry. Why? What? No. Change your driving instructor. They may say things that you find harsh. If you ever feel disrespected or they're belittling you, change your driving instructor. You don't need any of that stress or that mess. Change your driving instructor if you have to. Now, I would recommend this. You might not feel it's necessary for you, but again, this is just tips that I use that I'm suggesting to you if you want to use them. Keeping the same footwear. I use the same footwear in my lessons and on the day of my exam. Made sure they were comfortable trainers. I wore the same one. Reason being, I wanted to be comfortable with the car. I wanted to make sure that I could feel the pedals properly, and I wanted to make sure that it would always feel the same, if that makes sense. If I wore a different shoe, I might not feel the gas pedal as much as I did with my former shoe. Now that I'm driving, it's not really an issue for me now, but obviously that was just something I didn't want to think about, and I didn't want to have that as a challenge for me. I said this in my introduction, but utilizing previous videos for test routes. Just type in on YouTube, test routes for this center. Lots and lots of test routes may come up. It's not guaranteed that the test route that you keep looking at is the one that they're going to give you on the exam, which you never know. It's just in case, by chance, you actually do end up on that test route that you've been looking at. It's a win-win. Getting enough practice lessons. And you know what, I'll merge this in with enlisting the help of family and friends for free lessons. Okay, I had a lot of lessons outside before I even went into a driving school to have an instructor. I had lots of lessons outside. My brother has a car. Like we do random like drives. That was really good. And then my partner, on my days, my partner had me like on a chokehold with lessons. Like he would be like, okay, let's go, because especially when I would go to London, he would be like, okay, let's go for a driving lesson, and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to go. But he would not have it. He would not take no for an answer. First few weeks, actually, when I started driving properly last year summer, first proper few weeks of driving, we went to like a road that just goes up and down. That's what we did. And he has a manual car. Originally I was going to do automatic, but I decided that I would actually do manual. So he had a manual car, and that's what we literally was practicing up and down with different gears, up and down, so I can get used to the gear. I can understand how you change it, when you change it, why you change it. We were just doing that up and down, up and down, up and down for a few weeks. And when I tell you, I would be getting so nervous just having the thought of like, we had driving lesson today. So some days I wouldn't even remind him, and when he'd forget, I'd be like, oh yeah, oh, I didn't want to go anyway. But I'm really, really grateful. Like literally, I am grateful for the people that have helped me. So many, there's too many people to name. Too many people that years ago, way back when, people telling me, when are you gonna do your driving? I had to call them and say, I've officially did it. Please stop harassing me now. Thank you. I've passed. So it's a really, really good feeling when you get to like kind of come back and like, guys, I've passed. And then, oh my gosh, yay, finally. So yeah, utilize the help of friends and family, and make sure if you are doing driving lessons you get enough lessons. So start saving. Before I even started my lessons, I saved a bulk chunk of money, and that I said that was going to be my money for my lessons, because the lessons are they're not peanuts. Okay, increasing it like every time, and make sure you have, you know, a good chunk of money aside. And yeah, just get enough lessons in. Get enough lessons in. Make sure that even you go when you're sleeping, get enough lessons in. I cannot recommend that enough. Remember, it is a paid service. It is a paid service. You are paying for the service of driving lessons. If you have questions, ask. If you need clarification or something, ask. Remember, it is your money, okay, and it is a service that has been provided for you. Get the most out of your money, okay? Get everything out of your money. Get the value out. Ask questions. If you are confused, ask. That is what they're there for. Do not be scared. Do not be worried. Do not think, oh my gosh, I can't ask this question because we've been over it. No. Ask. The amount of times me and my instructor went through roundabouts. Honestly, you used to think when you go in like the road, you pick any lane and you just go around and come at your exit. That's how accidents are caused. We position ourselves at the correct lane and we work our way around that lane till we get to our exit. So ask your questions. If there's something you do not understand, ask your questions. Text your instructor if you have to, that next lesson, can we work on XYZ? It's your money at the end of the day, okay? First of all, relax. It's enough. Relax, okay? I cannot stress this enough. Fear crippled me, and for what? What was crippling me? It didn't even make sense. It didn't even make sense, okay? Because I would be so worried. Like, it got to a point where I would be looking at the time and I know that, oh my gosh, it's almost time for my driving lesson. I will be close to tears. Water will be forming in my eyes. Ask me why. I have no clue. And I would have a good lesson. My lessons were 2 hours each. Some days it was 4 hours. Okay, we'll do 2 hours in the morning and resume 2 hours in the evening. And I would be so like fearful. For what? I don't know. Okay, so I'm telling you from experience, fear does nothing for you. Being anxious, it does nothing. All it does is throw you off. You start making silly mistakes and then you get hot and bothered. So relax. Last but not least, for preparation, these were all the channels that I loved on YouTube that helped me with things that I just didn't quite get, or I wanted to see it visually. These are all the channels that I watched, and until today, Clearview Driving is number 1 for me. I watched that today like with popcorn, even though I drive. Definitely check these videos, these channels out. They really helped me in parking, bay parking, trying to understand like my references, driving on the motorway, So yes, definitely go through these channels and let me know in the comments which one you like, and if any of them were helpful and useful to you. That would be really good as well. It is exam day. And I know I said I was so scared, but again, like I said, what's that gonna help? Nothing. So it is exam day. This is the day where you need to prepare your mind. Be calm. Take a sip of water. Do not drink a whole bottle of water. Take a sip of water and be okay. Okay, take a sip of water, you'll be fine. Make sure you go to the toilet, okay? Go to the toilet and go to the toilet again before you go to your exam, okay? Also, don't be worried. Why? If your instructor thought you weren't ready, they would not entrust their car to you, to go and take on a test. They would not give you, they will tell you, I don't think you're ready, okay? They would not give you their car. That's a fact. If you weren't ready, they wouldn't risk it. Yes, they have insurance, but they would not risk it, okay? So no, you're good. If you got this far and you have an exam, that means you've got this, and your instructor believes in you. So make sure you believe in yourself. Finally, I want to leave you with some words of encouragement and motivation. First and foremost, believe in yourself, have faith in your abilities, and remind yourself that you've put in the effort to reach this point, okay? During your preparation, there'll be moments of doubt and nervousness. That's completely normal. But instead of letting those negative thoughts consume you, turn them into fuel for your determination. Embrace the nerves as a sign that you care about doing well, and use them to stay focused and alert. And also remember, setbacks and failures are part of the learning process. If you stumble along the way, do not let it discourage you. Instead, view them as valuable lessons that will make you stronger and more resilient. Learn from your mistakes, adapt your approach, and keep pushing forward. Lastly, never underestimate the power of a positive mindset. Your thoughts and your beliefs shape your reality. So instead of dwelling on doubt or fear, focus on the progress you've made, the skills you've acquired, and the potential you have to succeed. So my friends, as you embark on your own journey towards passing the driving exam, hold on to these words of encouragement and motivation. On the day of your exam, look your best, because your instructor might want to take a picture of you. I wish I looked my best, but it is what it is. And make sure when you do pass, you're not posting your certificate like that online, but you're blurring out all your personal details, because that's how identity theft happens, and we don't want that. So I congratulate you in the future on your exam. Well done for all your hard work. I'm proud of you. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.